Hello fish lovers and welcome to my channel. I just set up my first saltwater aquarium and I found this guy online who sells some corals. I have bought some zoanthis and paleatoma, if I'm saying that right. And before I put them into my tank, I decided to dip the corals in some bare insecticide and hydrogen peroxide. And let me show you guys what I found in hiding on those corals and under them in the coral plug. And after watching my video, guys, you will see that you always have to dip the corals and inspect them for eggs or other worms or parasites. Never put a coral in your tank without dipping it first. So let's go ahead and watch the video. I have my corals in my tank. They've been sitting here like for 20-30 minutes. I can't really tell you their names, but I do have some Mantipora, zoanthis, something here. You can see them. The polyps are closed, but they are been in shipping since yesterday. And I am going to remove the plugs if I can, and I am going to dip them into some insecticide, and after that I'm going to put them into my tank. This is my live rock from the same guy. It's from his own reef aquarium. It does have some coralline algae on it, so this is great. But I am going to dip this also. I'm going to put it into insecticide and maybe hydrogen peroxide. I don't want any pests in my tank, so I really have to dip this. You can see it has a little bit of green algae on it, so I'm going to kill that with hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and prepare the dipping solution, but first I'm going to drink my coffee. I can definitely see something moving in here. You see it? So I definitely must dip this. I gotta kill this stuff. I already removed one plug, but this one, I think this one is going to be more difficult to do, but it has something moving on them. You can see that, some worms. I don't know what the hell is that. I have another piece of coral here. This one is harder, so I think it's SPS or LPS, but I am going to try to remove this plug here because I'm trying to get underneath. So I'm going to try to break this rock, and after that I am going to dip this one. Even if it dies, I don't care. I do not want that pests in my tank. My tank is brand new, so I really have to be careful. You can see this is what I'm trying to do. I don't know what this critter is. Look, it looks like I do believe we have this in fresh water, but the problem is that I broke this coral. I don't know, maybe it's going to grow like this. I will going to try to remove the leftover plug here. And check this out, a bristleworm. You see that? Two of them. One there and one here. I don't know if this coral is going to make it, but I don't care. This is what was hiding. See this? All the creatures in here. Look at this. Bristleworms. I don't know what the hell is that. I don't think those are dangerous, these guys here. But I broke the coral. But I removed the plug. Yeah, this is why it's very important to dip and remove the plugs from your corals. I am going to be using this general insecticide. Unfortunately, I do not have a coral dip, but it is made from Bayer. So I'm going to take some insecticide here. I'm going to mix it with salt water, and I'm going to dip my corals, what's left of them, into that salt water. I'm going to dip my live rock, because I don't know what is in that live rock. You saw that what was under that corals. I believe some tiny monsters are hiding into that live rock for sure. I don't even know if I'm going to put that into my aquarium. I'm going to think about it. But I am going to dip everything. Insecticide and hydrogen peroxide. Peroxide, yes. The corals are looking clean now. I put them in the aquarium water. I found another bristleworm after I put the corals into the insecticide. The bristleworm came out, but I think it's dead now. You can see on the bottom here, all of those moving creatures are dead. They do not move anymore. So I have 3 bristleworms from coming out from those corals here. So I'm going to decide if I'm going to dip them in hydrogen peroxide, but I am going to do that with a diluted hydrogen peroxide mix with water and hydrogen peroxide, and after that I'm going to put them into the tank. I just want to be absolutely sure that I do not have any pests, and after that I'm going to deal with this live rock that I'm absolutely sure it is full of bristleworms, and who knows what is going to hide in here. This is 300 milliliters of water with 100 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide, 3%. I'm going to keep them here for 1 minute. You can see they are starting to bubble up. And after that I'm going to put them again into aquarium water, and after that I'm going to put them into my tank. This is the live rock. Let me show it to you. It has some coralline algae on it, but it also has a lot of critters on it. So I don't think I'm going to use it in my tank. No. I'm not really sure what to do with this. It has some green algae, and those one over there, the little pipes, I saw that on YouTube. There are some worms in there, parasitic worms in those pipes. You can see, I can see some corals over here, some polyps, but I don't really know what are those. So you see there's stuff growing on it, but what is it, I do not know. So I don't think I'm going to risk this, introducing this into my tank. I don't know what to do with it. I can't see inside there. You can see some worms on the rock. The little white worms that are dry out, but they are also, you can see right there, that's a worm, a transparent little worm. So no way I'm going to put this into my tank, no way. So let me show you guys what I found on my corals in my live rock. You can see bristle worms over there, and that starfish, I know that it's not good for reef aquariums. This one fall off when I dip the live rock into the insecticide. You can see it here, I think it's dead. And also the bristle worms that I dipped it in insecticide died. And also these small shrimps, I don't know what are those, they also died in the insecticide dip. Yes, like I said, I didn't not buy any coral in the dip. I just went to the store, to the farmer store, and bought some general use with no scent insecticide, and I diluted that with water and I dipped my corals in there. Sorry, I didn't record that. And also, you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4 bristle worms, and some of them are still alive. This one is alive, and this one, I think all 3 of them are alive except this one, because this one got the insecticide dip. But yeah, you can see guys, it is always a good idea to dip your corals in your live rock, because you can never see what is hiding into the coral rock, coral mount. Forgot the name of this. The coral plugs, and in the live rock there could be more, and this is why you should always dip your corals in live rock.